Welcome back. I'm Nicolbw, and while I play PowerWash Simulator, I'll also be talking about negativity versus positivity today. If this topic is not for you, feel free to skip this video. I hope you join us for the next one, though. This week I needed a break from Minecraft, but next week we will get back to it. So, I have been working a lot on myself lately, and one of the things that I am really bad at is being negative a lot. I am constantly looking at the negative. I'm a pessimist. I am what I like to call a lazy perfectionist, and that means that I strive for perfection, never make it because I'm lazy, and then just talk negative to myself because I never reach those perfection goals. And so it's something that I've been working on. One of the things, I got that term lazy perfectionist from TikTok, by the way. I watch TikToks every single day, by the way. Usually save a bunch, and then my husband and I, when we go to bed at night, we lay there and talk about our day, and then we'll show each other the TikToks we've saved to show each other, and just is good quality time. But that was one of the things that I saw that was definitely me, lazy perfectionist. So all of the information that I will be giving you today, all of the good advice did come from TikTok. I will tell you that. So one of the things that I have heard is a phrase called "good enough is perfect." And that is something I have to keep in my head all the time. And you guys have been hearing me in my videos say, it's fine, it's fine. And I'll go through, and if I have to make a decision between this or that, this block or that block, what do I want to do? I'll just all of a sudden make a decision and say, it's fine, it's fine. That's me telling myself I don't have to be a perfectionist. I don't have to pick the perfect thing. I don't need to know the perfect answer. Whatever I pick is going to be fine because good enough is perfect, and this will be good enough. It's fine. It's fine if I'm not perfect. It's fine if it doesn't look the best. It's fine as long as it works. And so that is something that I have been using in my life for the last few months. Good enough is perfect, because forward progression is still going forward no matter how slow you go. So I don't find myself getting upset that somebody's doing something the wrong way, like loading the dishwasher the wrong way, somebody folding the towels the wrong way. Like, I don't find myself getting upset at that because good enough is perfect. At least it's getting done and I didn't have to do it, so that's a positive. And so it's a good thing for me to keep in mind, especially if you live in that world of trying to be a perfectionist. I tend to be a black or white person, right or wrong. That's why I like math. That's why I like science. I feel like I like math more than science because the answer is either right or wrong. There's no in between. With English and writing, there's a lot of subjective opinion going on. There is no right or wrong answer. It was very hard for me to write essays in my college classes because I felt like there needed to be a right or wrong answer. And so I had to learn that good enough is perfect, and that my opinion doesn't have to be right, but it does have to be my opinion, and I have to be able to support it. So, yeah, that is my number one thing, trying to get myself out of the negativity feedback loop. Good enough is perfect. So my channel motto is, it's fine. It's fine. If I ever had merchandise, that's exactly what would be on it, is it's fine. I think that's what I would end up doing. Also, something that I've heard, read, is you deserve kindness regardless of functioning. And that goes when I am in those depressive moments in my life, that not to put myself down because I'm not getting things done or I'm doing them poorly. I deserve kindness regardless of my level of functioning that day. So there are certain things that people will look at and look down upon you if you're not doing correctly, especially like housework. Once you get to a certain age, if you're not cleaning your house properly, they'll snub their nose at you and look down upon you. But housework is not a moral issue. It's something that you do when you have a higher level of functioning. I've also learned about the idea of spoons and how you wake up with a certain number of spoons, and it may take 1 spoon to take a shower one day, but another day it may take 2 spoons to take a shower because it's a harder level of mental effort to do. So once your spoons are gone, they're gone for the day, and you can't borrow them. So you have to pick what you are going to spend your mental energy on. And sometimes you need to spend it on yourself to take care of yourself, and sometimes you spend it on other things. And sometimes there's hardly any mental effort spent on house cleaning and taking care of yourself, and you're able to do a lot that day. So I kind of like that idea as well. So I have kind of ran into a couple, well, actually there's about 3 or 4 people on TikTok that really kind of give me good advice, and I take away a lot from them. And one of them recently is this older gentleman who has this long gray beard, and he kind of mumbles when he talks, and he talks slower, but he has the most amazing advice. And one of his videos, he talks about how we're always focusing on the negative, and we ignore positive things. So how about we ignore the negative things and focus on the positive things instead? And I really feel like I need to take that advice more often. And if it's easy to ignore the positives that you get in life, the positive reinforcement, the positive things that happen to you, if it's easy to ignore those things, why not make it easy to ignore all the negative things as well? It should be as easy as that, right? I know some things are better or easier said than done, but it's something that really kind of struck me. Like, I should just ignore all these negative thoughts in my head from my lazy perfectionist mind, and say, no, like, I have gotten this stuff done. I did this, this, and this. I've accomplished this, this, and this. These are all positive things. and let's ignore the negative things. Let's not focus on the things I didn't do. Let's focus on the things that I did do. It's a way to show yourself kindness regardless of your level of functioning. So we're going back to that as well. I think it all ties together, and I think it's a good way for pessimistic people to try to train their brain to be more positive. Now, obviously, if you're a positive person already and you're always smiling and thinking happy thoughts and everything is sunshine and rainbows, then you don't need this video. You don't need this advice. And I envy your outlook on life. That's awesome. I wish I could always see rainbows and unicorns in my head. That would be awesome. But that's not how my brain works, unfortunately. So another one is this guru. I don't know his name though. My husband always shows me his videos. I don't get them, but he does. And they talk about how you are in charge of your mental state. And you are in charge of whether or not you are letting other people get to you, make you angry, make you upset. You are in charge. Why do you choose to feel negative thoughts or choose to feel bad when you can choose to feel joy instead? I haven't really explored his stuff as much in my head as the others, but I think it's something to think about. Why do we choose to feel bad? Now, sometimes you can't really get out of that. There are bad situations that you're not going to sit and choose to feel joy. You should probably sit and think about what happened and how, like, at my grandfather's funeral a few years ago, I wouldn't sit and choose to feel joy. I could sit and choose to remember his life and the happy moments that I experienced with him instead of being at his funeral and being sad and thinking about how I'm no longer going to get to see him. I think that that is something that we can choose to do, but you're still going to have those sad moments. You're still going to miss the person. So I think there are times in our lives where we will have those moments of negativity and bad feelings that we're not going to be able to avoid, but I think for on a day-to-day basis, on any normal given day, we can choose to let positive thoughts in instead of negative thoughts, because you deserve kindness regardless of your level of functioning, and good enough is perfect. So I have a sticky note on my monitor. Actually moved it to my PC tower, but it says, "Be a blessing to others, have a positive attitude, and brighten someone's day." It's something that I try to go into my videos with that in mind, is to have that positive attitude. What are we going to do today? Let's think. But some days just are overwhelming, and I can't get out of that negative mindset of, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do in this video. I don't know what to do. Or maybe the next step is overwhelming and feels like it's a big, big process and step to get to that point where it's done. I know when a few mod packs ago, when I was learning Create and I had to set up that big cobble gen and processing the ores and all of that, it felt so overwhelming, and the negative thoughts just ruled my head for days, trying to figure out, how am I going to do this? This just seems like it's never going to happen. I don't know what I'm doing. But you can't let that overtake you to the point where it paralyzes you and keeps you from doing things. So you have to keep that mindset of good enough is perfect. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work, and it has to be good enough to work. And so that's kind of where I started with that. Good enough is perfect. Okay, well, I got this working. It's good enough. Let's move on. And then I decided to just keep going. And I decided not to decorate that vase because I was focusing more on trying to learn things. And so sometimes you have to pick your battles, and I think that having that positive mindset and not stressing yourself out, not putting pressure on yourself, and not putting so much weight on your shoulders is better if you just do a good enough job and move on to the next thing. Like, I don't know, like, negativity versus positivity. You should always strive for the positivity end, and strive to reduce the amount of negativity in your life. I'm sure that everyone gets enough negativity in their life from outside sources. You don't also need it from inside your head. And I think the guru is right. You get to decide how other people make you feel. You can choose not to let them get to you. So I think that's good advice, especially for people that work in retail and have to work with other people. I couldn't do it because I would want to strangle somebody, but I can see how other people kind of enjoy working with others, and it's just not a job for me. But I think that's going to be it for today. If you made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, please do so below. I hope the rest of your day is a good one, a positive one, and tomorrow is even better. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.